Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages. Greetings from Bristol this morning. Greetings. Thanks very much for hopping on board. Ed Stevie T here with you once again from the Mop Top Tour. That's Liverpool's favourite Beatles tour. And something a bit different today because I'm down in Bristol, about 3 hours drive south of Liverpool. I'm on a little job here today, doing some stuff for TV this afternoon. So I thought I'd have a little look around Bristol whilst I'm down here, do a few live feeds. So if you haven't seen the videos I've done already, I've done one or two of these already this morning. But I had a little bit of a mission today to come and see if I could find this little Beatles connection, which I'm going to share with you. So welcome on board. And it's all to do with Eleanor Rigby, this. It's a story that I share on the Mop Top Tour, which is about the name Eleanor Rigby. Where did the name Eleanor Rigby come from? And many people, Beatles fans from around the world, believe it came from a grave in St. Peter's churchyard, where I've taken you many, many times before. And it actually came from a gravestone there in the graveyard at St. Peter's. That's the place where Paul first went to see John perform with the Quarrymen Skiffle group. And most Beatles fans, they will agree that it was no coincidence that Eleanor Rigby grave happened to be there, and that's where Paul got the inspiration for the name Eleanor Rigby. However, Paul has always said he has no recollection of ever seeing that grave. And he did say it's actually a coincidence. And in fact, he said the name Eleanor came from Eleanor Bron, who was the comedy actress who starred with the Beatles in the film Help. If you've ever seen the film Help, most of you, I will guess you will have seen that film. Eleanor Bron played the part of the High Priestess. We need to get the ring. All that stuff was Eleanor Bron. And he said the name Rigby actually came from a wine victualler's in Bristol. Okay, so that's what I'm searching for here. Paul himself, he said he was actually down in Bristol visiting Jane Asher, who was his girlfriend at the time, who was in theatre here at the Old Vic. So I've told many of you about this before. This story. Well, there's the Old Vic. Hopefully that's brought that to life. Hi Alan, how you doing? We met Alan over on the Wirral, who I've been chatting with about this week, in fact. Alan has been of great assistance to me on some of these tours, checking out the technical side of things on Google Maps, trying to find places. So thanks a lot for your help on these, Alan. Alan goes all over the country looking at Beatles locations. I don't know if you've ever been to this one, Alan, but this is the Old Vic here in Bristol, and I'm really pleased to be here because it's you know that I'm into the theatre and everything, so it's pretty cool. Morning, Pino. I did promise I will bring you here. Hi to Pino down in Reggio, Calabria, and yeah. So this is that place that I've told you all about. The Bristol Old Vic. So I'm just going to stand here for a sec, just so you can get any photographs. I'll try to get a few angles. I'm getting warnings here from Facebook saying there's something wrong with the app, but anyway, there's a few pictures for you anyway. the old Vic. Now, as far as I was aware, this wine victuallers, which was called Rigby's, was apparently owned by the same firm of Rigby's as the Rigby's in town, in Liverpool. So I was under the impression these are the old almshouses. Look at these. These are quite unusual. Look at that, the almshouses. It's quite an interesting thing, isn't it? Right next to the theatre, the almshouses. Heavy rain in Bristol too. It's beautiful sunshine here today, as a matter of fact. Definitely. But it is so cold. It really is. It's like, it feels like winter. And I'm actually out in my shorts this morning. And I'm blinking freezing. It's a lovely place, Bristol. If you ever get a chance to come here, I've just been saying to Mrs. T, we've had a little bit of a drive round. This is about a 15-minute drive from the last place we were out, and we've had a bit of a drive round. But it is lovely. There's some really interesting things here. Lots of museums, and the river, the water, and everything. It really is a really nice place to visit, and it's such a shame that it's just like dead at the moment. But I can't see this place. I'm going to do a bit more research, and I might ask one or two of the locals, if I can meet any locals, see if anybody knows if this thing is still in existence. Look at this. This is the old granary bar. Look at that for an interesting building. Gosh. I've never ever seen anything like it. Fascinating. It's not an amazing building. It's like, I don't know, it looks like a temple, doesn't it? It's like something that you'd see in, I don't know, like in Morocco or somewhere like that. And it's here in the middle of Bristol. Gosh. But you really are as wise as me on this little walk here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because it's not a place I've ever been to before. So this is my favourite. You know how much I love the water, don't you? I love being by the water. So it ticks all the boxes, this place. Fabulous. Look at all these tourist boats, cafes, restaurants, everywhere is closed, deserted. Once you get past this COVID thing though, oh, it's just been a nightmare, hasn't it? Right, let's have a quick look if we've had any comments. We've got Jorg on. Hello Jorg, over in Germany, don't mention the war. Thanks for joining us on the radio show, Jorg. On the radio show. Thanks for tuning in for that and for your lovely comments. I really appreciate that. Hello, Pino. King William Ale House is number 20. Rigby and Evans were number... Right. Right, thanks for that. Are we still... I'm having problems here, I think. Are we still live here?